Okay, today we're gonna work on making a page. Okay, so let's do it. Let's do it. Go to our control panel here, to our login for WordPress, and let's enter in the information. Why didn't it? What? I think I went to the wrong place. I did go to the wrong place. No, I'm in. Okay, cool. So we're here, and like I said, today we're going to we're going to go over here and work in our testing page, and we're going to change this around some and add some stuff here. So first of all, you can't change this here. This is the title of the page. You can't change that. We can change everything else down. Well, I can change this, but it has to be done within the CSS. This editor doesn't allow that. But let's highlight some of these, make them a little bit bigger, and maybe do some stuff, add an image or two maybe. So let's back up here. Let's back into our dashboard. And since we're going to be working in Pages today, it's already open here. Let's click on Pages. And down in the bottom should be our test page. And there it is. Let's go ahead and edit it. Okay. So we click into it, and like I said, we're going to work on some of these headings here. This first heading, we're going to highlight it, and remember what changes the text size is over here underneath this drop down. We're going to use a heading 2, and we're going to bold it as well, and we're going to change the color to, coming over here to this A, and we're going to choose a color. We're going to choose like a blue. And remember, it doesn't change the color here in the editor for some reason. It's just odd, but let's preview the changes real quick over here to the right, and it did change it to blue like we like. Okay, so let's scroll on down here, and let's get the second heading here. Let's highlight it. You have to highlight everything before you work in this editor here. And we were going to change it to a 2 here on the size. We were going to bold it, and we're going to just click on the A there, and it should change it, I think. Or maybe we have to drop down and choose it again. Well, let's see. Let's go to preview and see. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Looks like I just click on it. Okay. So anyways, that's 2. Let's go down to 3 here. Let's highlight it. Let's change the size to a heading 2. And let's bold it. And let's click on the blue. Let's go preview the changes, make sure everything is done, and everything. Yeah, I just have to click on it. I don't have to keep choosing the color. Cool. So let's exit out, and cool, now we're good to go. We're good. Let's add an image. I always like to write out everything and lay everything out before I go to adding images. You can copy and paste and put stuff in here, and you have to take time sorting it out and lining it all up and making it look good and kind of design your writing a little bit. Once you do that, you can go in and add some images and stuff, and it's really easy to add images. I'm getting ready to show you how. Now in the control panel here, I didn't show you any of these 4 little icons up here that you can use. I'm getting ready to teach those to you. But underneath the first one, let's add an image right down here. We kind of want to decide where we want the image. Do we want it in the beginning, underneath it completely, to the right over here? Because we need to know when setting up with the image where to insert it at. But let's insert it over here to the top left right here. So I'm going to click it right there. Okay, and in order to insert the image, you need to come up here. The first little icon is going to be add a image. Click on that. At that point in time, we need to choose where we want to upload it from. Once I upload a file with an image, it actually saves it over here in my media library. I can choose to go out on my computer and find a file to upload, which I will do this time. Let's go, where am I at? Desktop. Let's go over here to Wesley if I can find them. I'm going to choose now that folder. Right here it goes. And I'm going to go over here to Images. And I'm going to choose something to upload here. Let me see, Profile. And I'm going to choose, and you're going to see, watch how big this image is. I'm going to choose Hedging because I don't think it's that big. I don't think it's one of the huge ones, but let's see. No, this isn't a big one. We can work with it. It's pretty large, but we can reduce it down here below. I'll teach you the stuff about images later. You can put in the pertinent information if you like, alternative text, caption, description. It's best to mark these and name these, keyword oriented if you can, like garland, landscaping, or whatever, your city name, or, whatever keywords you want to rate for to get those pictures in there while you're doing this. But let's come down here to the bottom. So this is where we can choose where to set it to the left, to center it, or to set it to the right back here. Let's choose left, such as we got it. And we can choose the size here. 600 by 450 is awful big, going to take a lot of space there. 300 by 225 is pretty large as well. Let's insert that in the post and you'll see what it looks like. And that's what it looks like. Let's go preview the post here. And this is what it looks like. It looks pretty good, huh? Nice. Now we can move that to the right and put the text on the left. Let's X this out. Which my text editor, see again, because I'm shooting a video, let me drag my window so we can see it all here. Unfortunately, when I go back shooting, I forget, but we'll drag it so we can see it all here. If I can get to the editor. Okay, now let's highlight this, or just click on it and light up around it. We'll move this to the right, and it moves the picture to the right, and the text to the left. Let's preview the change if you like that better. So you can just kind of move some things around and center them up and do some things with this. Now that we download this for a computer, it will be in our media library as well. So if we insert another image, remember it asks us for a, and I'm going to insert this image like right here, watch, right in the middle of the text. And I'm going to go to my media library to get this particular image. I'm going to choose one that's already uploaded. Okay, so let's go to the media library. There, remember, if we want to add an image here, we got to come up to our little image icon, add an image. I'm going to choose this from my media library. And as you can see, my media library has a bunch of pictures in it. I'm actually going to add the image of a guy with his signature on it around it all. Okay, well, no, I had a different image. I had an image of let's add an image of Beaver Dam. And it's called Beaver Dam. It's a place. Let's show, we'll hit show right here. It shows the image. By this time, it should have all the corresponding pertinent information if you'd like to put in, which I recommend, the keyword oriented. Center left, we're going to center this one to the right, remember, and then we're going to keep it the same size, 300 by 225. If we want a smaller image, we can make it smaller. I think that's a good size for that particular image. We'll make a smaller image this time. Let's go with a thumbnail. We're changing the size. We're going to insert the post. And there we have it. Let's preview it out here. And it's inserted post. Well, I want to move it up some. I like for it to come up just a little bit higher, a couple more lines here. So let me back up. Let me X out this window. It takes us back to our dashboard. I'm going to click on it, hold it down. I'm going to drag it up. So I'm trying to drop it. It moves it up here. It's a little funny sometimes in this editor. This editor is kind of funny, doing some different little stuff, but you'll get used to it. You'll figure out how to make it work. See how it's moving it up the lines are? Let's preview it now. And there's only one line above it and one line between. Okay, that looks pretty good. So I'm going to leave it like that. Now, if I want to move that to the center and see how it looked in the lines, I would come back in here to the editor. I'd click on that picture, and I'm going to come up here to my center align button. So you can do this with text or anything. You can make it wrap that. You can make it wrap that as well. I'm not going to show you that right now, but let's preview change. It took that image to the center, but it moved everything else around. I wasn't wrapping the text, but I'll show you how to wrap the text around images a little bit later. X. Okay, let me move that back to the right. If I center it, I chose it for the right. That's why it's wrapping the text to the right. Let me delete this picture. Watch this. I'll show you how to wrap the text right now. Let me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of this picture. I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to right click on it, and I'm going to hit cut, because you got to cut this out. So I cut that picture out there. Matter of fact, I'm going to put the image right here in the center. Okay, right here in the center. And then I'm going to go back up to add an image. I'm going to go back into my media gallery because it's already in there. Once I upload an image the first time from my desktop, it saves in here in my media library. I'm going to add an image from my media library. And right there's the image I want to add again. Okay, and I'm going to choose the thumbnail again. It's set to the right. I'm going to choose it for center. Now the text should wrap to all around because it's centered. Insert to post. No, it's still breaking it. I have to figure out how to wrap the text on it again. I can figure it out though. So we'll move on from that for now. So just let me line up the image to the right and I'll be good. And it'll look good. And I can still drag it up and down to make it look good if I'm going to drag it up all the way. So now I also noticed this, that if you're trying to move the text up on the left, sometimes it moves it too high there, like let's preview, like right there. And you can't get it right on that first line really easy, or you never can. I noticed, but I'll show you how to fix that. I noticed the way to fix that. I just have to delete this image. Watch. Let me delete this image. I'll show you the easy way to fix that. Delete this image. Click on it. Right click. I'm going to come over here and click it right here to put it on the first line here. But it won't on the right over there. It sets it down for some reason. So let me insert the image again. Let me come up here to insert my image. We'll choose from the media library. We'll choose that particular image down there, show. And we're just going to come down here and we're going to insert. We're going to insert to the left here. Insert to post. It inserts it perfectly on the first line. As you'll preview it. Now I get it perfect on the other side. But I just have to go in there and do it this way. I'm going to click on my image, and when I move to the right, it's right on the first line now. For some reason, you can't move it up and down physically and get it right on that first line, but if you do it that way, see how it lines up perfect with the first line now. The text is wrapping around it, wraps below it. I'll show you later how to wrap an image in the center, though. It just takes me a little work to get back and figure out how to do it at a later date. You can place them to the left or the right and wrap them fine now. I mean, if you're writing a lot of text together, it looks really nice wrapping the image. And let's do that right now. I'll get rid of all this stuff and wrap the text all together and show you real quick. Let me X this out. Let me get rid of this image here. Let me cut everything out of here. Let me cut that. You know what? Just let me back up here. Use these keys and I'll back up and get rid of all these changes to start with. I've done real fast. I'll back up. Come on, back up, back up, back up, back up, back up. Okay, all the changes are done. I'm going to click everything together here. Watch. I just put everything together. Mess it up for a minute. Okay, now let's go preview our changes. And I've run out of text. Well, almost. I need to get two, I guess. I don't know what this one here. I need to. Let's preview now. Okay, so let's wrap the image now. And I'll show you if you're right now how nice that image will wrap. Like, let's put one, well, we can put it right in this, it splits in the center. Remember, it splits a line. So let's put one right here to the right, and let's insert an image. Let's choose from our media library, and we know the image is right here. And we're going to put in this one here. And this time, we're going to do the thumbnail as well and insert it in the post. Preview it. I set it for the left. I thought I set it for the right, but that's all right. But see how nice it wraps the image there? You can move, you know, the text just wraps at the top, wraps at the bottom. If we do a center, it's splitting it, like I said. So that's how it works. So you shouldn't have any problems in there. Okay.